Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bulldogs offense will take the field first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Georgia lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the snap, it's Frazier. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down. They might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Catch in the middle. It's White. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Frazier. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Dogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Let's go. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
I think throughout the week in practice when they were game planning their opening script. I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Texas offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. He showed some of it there.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They'll get him down. Before he crosses the 50, he's down to the 49. The Longhorns are marching down the field.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Cook. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Longhorns back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw again. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. You got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. You can't give up the sack there.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Clucks it out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Under fire. Got his man on the right. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Frazier. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. They put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Wiley. And he'll be brought down.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. Touchdown, Georgia. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Returner goes out of bounds.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Takes a hit as he fires. And a misconnection on third down. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the returner goes down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off. But I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make.
There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here comes the Texas offense. They've got to find some answers on this drive, already down by 18 in the second quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. Racing to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. To the air, it's Stockton. Lobs it off the back foot. Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward with this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. To throw, it's Stockton. The sure hands, it's Taylor. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give him a different look. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35 to 10. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Soft spot in the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Manning. Finds the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Wingo.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete to the left. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Wants to throw it. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Texas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down.
He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dawgs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Back to pass. It's Manning. Quickly out to the tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass. It's Manning. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire, play the next play.
That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Wingo. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Good, solid tackle. And the Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Balls are fired complete. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. On the move at the 30. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Robinson. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Robinson. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for space, it's Robinson.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. A strike downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
This quarterback, man, is scary fast. I think sometimes he's too fast. I think on a play like that, sometimes when you're on the run, you just want to sort of settle yourself a little bit, get your feet under you so you can make a more accurate throw.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Barber. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. And the Dogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking in front.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Louisiana is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up 14 over UAB. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They kick it away on 4th down. And the returner is stopped. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Inside the 15. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my foot.
Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking that right to the face.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Gets it out fast. Turning it on. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun to give to the back. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the returner will be brought down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got room to work. 1st down and more.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Using his legs, it's Cook. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
The Longhorns need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll run it from the gun. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Wilson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And it's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have...
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Good timing on the quick out. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. Here comes the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
Second down now after the sack. Back to pass. Got a man. It's McCutcheon. And they swarm him under.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Fires one high and deep. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a man on the left. At the 40, there he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Winston. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination.